Chennai is playing tomorrow against Punjab. And Punjab, of course, is also coming off that rained-off game the other day. A rained-off game at the Eden Gardens a few days ago, where honestly, Gilly, if they look back at that, they'll look back at that batting effort with a little bit of disappointment, especially the latter part of it.
But they still got to 200.
They got to 200.
Yeah.
But at a time where, I mean, that was a very good last five for the bowling team.
Yep.
It looked like they were on course for 220, 225 at that point. So they kind of dropped the ball a little bit. So as a batting unit, they will talk about it and say, we're a better batting unit than that. We can't let an over is fine, 2 overs is fine. You can't let an entire spell of play go against you.
Yeah, particularly what would make it frustrating is the starts at the top that they've been getting from their opening pair have been generally fantastic and allowing that launch pad to really go and that's where you need to match it up at the back end. You know, have the bookends of the innings, and that's where you can get those substantial totals. So, I think it'll be interesting to see what happens with their team selection.
The burning question, I'll just ask it because everybody's asking it.
Well, I don't think they'll be
Maxwell.
I don't think they'll be that upset. I mean, if you look at the batting, as Gilly says, a great partnership up front. They were kind of set for maybe 225, 230. It didn't actually matter because the game was rained out. But they did jiggle with the batting order.
Yeah.
Which they haven't really been doing. And it may be a lesson learned for them as well because, you know, they brought Maxwell back into the game. Then they sent him up. They brought Jansen up the order to go and have a smack. And like they left Josh Inglis. I mean, I think he's played nasty. Why they got everyone to leapfrog him? I mean, he can score at a rapid rate when he gets going. So
yeah, as can Nehal Vadera.
It was just something that they decided to do. And I think maybe they would have learned that, hey, we don't actually have to fiddle too much with the guys who haven't had much hitting time at all. Let's just back our top 4 or 5 and try and play it from there. But I think they'll be very excited about there'll be a good buzz about that squad, the way those guys, the young guys, are playing at the top of the order.
Any changes you would make there? I mean, they got Omar Zai in place of Marcus Stoinis.
I think they brought Maxwell in because they thought there was going to be a bit of grip.
Yeah.
And if you go to Chennai, you're probably going to have the same thought process, is that maybe he wanted to do a job as a spinner. But otherwise, I liked Omar Zai. I mean, we didn't get to see him bowl, and he didn't actually do anything in the game. Maybe he fielded for 6 balls.
Yeah.
So we can't exactly kick him out, can you? But yeah, I think they're a good unit, and it'll just be whether they want the extra spinning option or whether they go for something else.
I think they'll hold on to Maxwell.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Ricky will be instilling all this belief, particularly that you know the younger players around. But I think he would have spent time with Glenn Maxwell and reinforcing his, you know, the how much of a winnable player he is, a winning player, an impactful player.
Yeah.
And he'll be saying, don't worry about what's come before. It's all about the next ball.
Okay. Don't worry about what all has come before.
Yeah.
It's just the next ball. Naughty. All right, Chennai. We're talking about naughty. This team's been naughty, yes, and they've been naughty at home for sure. That, you know, here's the thing. A lot of people had them as contenders because they were playing, I think, first 5 out of the first 6 games at home. And everybody thought that at Chennai, at home, there's no way they can lose. And now it just happens that there's no way they can win, home or away, anyway. So are you saying now the only option, because we saw the youngsters do well last time. Is that it then? If you're saying you're looking at your team for next year, you've got to throw all the youngsters into the deep end.
They were saying that before the last game, and they still had a chance if they won all their games. Now that they've lost that one and there's absolutely no chance, what are they going to show their true colours of? Are they really thinking about next year already?
Yeah.
Or
was it just press con talk?
Yeah, or are they still wanting to have the team vibe of putting a couple of wins under the belt before the tournament ends? So we'll have to wait and see.
But I don't think those are, I'm sorry to interrupt you, I don't think that's an either or, because the fact is that their regular formula is not working. So maybe their chance of winning is to throw some of this young blood in.
Yeah, I don't think the thinking is right with regards to Sam Curran and Ravinder Jadeja going as high up as they are without some of the more solid batters being given an opportunity. I mean, Sam Curran came in at 3, and I think
Jadeja at 4.
Yeah.
In the last few games.
So Yeah, I mean, they are guys who can strike it, but I think they need to be settled a little bit lower and get some other guys. I'm trying to think who at the order, because I don't think they'll go back to Rachin Ravindra at 3. Tripati's still injured.
Tripathi was not there in the last game, so we don't know. But even when he's played, he's just looked a shadow of his former dominating self in Hyderabad.
But all of them have. Huda hasn't looked great. Dubey's hadn't looked great. So, yeah.
You're still playing Pathirana in the next game? You want to give Nathan Ellis a go? Maybe Jamie Overton can come back in, because he was in for a game or two and then now he's out. So,
I don't think it's been really the problem with the bowling, has it?
Yeah, no. Well, I mean, they've
runs.
bowling's not had anything to defend anyway. So they haven't had much from the batters. So it's about the batting, basically.
But we will definitely see what their plans are from
the
selection tomorrow when we get here.
We'll know if they're walking the talk.